Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to continue our quest for miles per gallon. Hold on, I am definitely missing something. I got it, my bad. We almost messed up there, didn't we? Look at that. That's from Club Big Boost, man, bartending. You hear me? I watched Cocktail 3 times in a row. And Coyote Ugly, just so Teresa would have some girl power. Talking about. Whew, that right there. Now we're ready to get into it. I still feel like I'm forgetting something though. Oh, such an idiot. Boom! Oh yeah! You idiots. You idiots. I swear. I haven't even put the video out, of course. If any of you dum-dums fell for that mile per gallon stuff, gosh, you must be new. Man, if any of your OGs fell for that, you should be damn ashamed of yourself. We ain't stepping backwards, we stepping up. We got the testing tunes coming up. You know what? I was like, yeah, I know. I could leave the F-cam, I could go up there, I can race Kyle, I can stand pat. It's been a long season. It ain't been the greatest of race seasons. And I thought to myself, man, why don't I just change some stuff on the brain? It's EFI. It's catch-22. I've kind of, let me tell the story real quick. Okay. I feel like in some ways that I gave up on the silver car with the EFI and the blow. I feel like I gave up on it a little bit. I put my heart before my head and just whatever. So I've been thinking a lot. Plus, at one point in time, and I'll show you the picture, I put this hood on the silver car with 28, and I was like, damn. I fell in love with the way it looked. And I'm like, that thing, if it had a naturally aspirated motor in it, oh my gosh, it would be so cool. It'd be so much fun to drive because my heart is NA. It just is. I mean, I know everyone in this day and time, everyone's boost, make power, go crazy, stuff like that. I can't afford to do that. I can't afford to put methanol in my car. We don't have E85 readily available around here. We don't have it at the pump. Could I get a 55-gallon drum, go up to Atmore, buy a bunch of 85, bring it down here, do all this. Man, I don't want to work that hard. I just be honest, I don't want to work that hard. I don't want to tune, I don't want to be a laptop guy. I don't want to do all that. I just want to have something simple that's fun to drive, have a good time, and keeps me happy. So I really like NA stuff, carbureted NA stuff. It's simple. I haven't done it in a lot of years. I mean, I know recently I have, but that's what I mean. I'm getting back into that part of it. It's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. I enjoy the simplicity. I enjoy being able to make the cars really light, helps keeps parts together. Plus it makes them go a little faster than maybe otherwise. And I can put up with all the things that other people don't want to put up with. You know, don't have windshield wipers. I don't care. I got Rain-X. Don't have radio. Definitely don't care about that. Car's loud. I don't care. I drive this car every day. It's loud as hell. It doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I've done it for years and years and years. Spool, C-clip limiter, I've done it for years and years. I mean, I've done it long enough now, 20, 30 years, that I can say I've done it. So when other people, I ain't doing that. Well, that's your choice, just like it's my choice. So I don't feel as a compromise. I don't look at it as like that. I like my cars to be mechanical feeling. I like them to be edgy, racy, whatever. That's what I like. I'd love to have a roll bar in every car, just can't afford it. So long story short, I'm like, well, man, I really want to do NA. So I'm thinking I'm going to put the Gold Nugget motor and the A5 in the silver car and run it NA with that hood. I just love the way the car looks like that. I just love it. I like the way it looks. Put some more gear in it, have a good time with it. At the same time, I understand that the blower thing, people like that and stuff like that, and I don't hate it. I just have to manage my expectations, put it in this car, and not decide to go crazy and rip all the wiring out of it and stuff like that, and just, do a few little things. So what we are doing is we're going to put the lightweight doors on it. It's not permanent. This car has manual windows, so it's no big deal. Just take the doors off and swap them back when I want to. Just so we can go, we're taking a shot at the number. We're going for a personal best of the fleet. That number currently 6 at 652. The LTD's had that record for 4 years now or whatever. I think I did it in 2020. It's had that record forever. The silver car could have broke it if I hadn't screwed up when I put the spec clutch in. It would have broke it, but you know, we didn't break it, and it is what it is. I think this car can do it with the Vortec on it. We learned some stuff from the silver car, as far, at least we think we did, from the silver car as far as how it was set up and different things like that. So there's a few little changes that I'm going to make. We're not going to run we're going to run the smallest nozzle on the methanol, the Anderson methanol kit, the Mr. Freeze. We're going to run the smallest nozzle on that. I'm still going to run the 42s. I'm going to run the CNL we're going to put the other nose on because I don't want to cut a hole in this one just yet. I just want to make it simple where I don't have to do a bunch of mods to it and I can just change it back. We're going to run it like that. The car ran, we didn't race it, but the car ran good like that. And I think that'll help keep the plugs alive. You know, again, we learned some stuff. So that's the plan. So that's why I put the 410 in, and that's why I put the 295 Z-SPEC in. Stronger transmission, less first gear. That's the low. I don't have. That's the tallest gear that I have is a 410. So I just felt like we're doing what we can. Is it going to be optimal? Of course not. Is it going to be faster than the 699 that it ran? Of course it will, unless it breaks or blows up. So anyway, that's what we're doing. We're not. We don't give a damn about no miles a gallon. So I was just having a little fun at you guys' expense, being kind of sneaky. Now, by the time that video comes out and this video comes out, we will have went to the track. So we will already know if we succeeded or failed. So I'm optimistic, but we'll see how it all goes. At the end of the day, we'll show you whether it be good or bad. We'll show you. So, and we'll own up to our mistakes because damn, we make a ton of them. So anyway, I guess I'm gonna get to work. I know that's a lot of talking, but I hope I explained everything to everyone's satisfaction. If I didn't, I'm sorry. It's satisfying enough to me. So let me get the hood off. I'm gonna start getting to work because we got a few things that are different. We're gonna put the 2G back on. We're going to say we're gonna put the 2G back on. Maybe we won't. Maybe I'll just one wire it and just leave. Who gives a crap? It don't matter as long as it's getting power. But if it doesn't work, I've never ran this alternator. I don't know. I think we're gonna put the 2G back on. But I'm probably gonna have to get a belt for 2G. Since we're not running the water pump, we got our water pump drive on here. I'm gonna have to do that. And I'm gotta cut some stuff out so we can fit all the tubing and all that kind of crap in it. So anyway, let me get to work. So I hope you guys are excited. I'm kind of excited. Got a lot of work to do. I got a little bit of time today, and I got to work on it all day tomorrow and have it done and drivable so we can go race on Sunday. It's Friday afternoon right now. Another thing that you may or may not know is that when this car was originally purchased by my buddy, it had a Vortec on it, and it had an old A-trim on it, and he was like, he showed me pictures of it, and he's, hey, I'm looking at this Mustang. I'm like, hey, cool. He said, it's got a Vortec. I was like, oh, sweet. And he bought it, and he's like, this thing runs like crap. And I'm like, well, I mean, what's the deal? He goes, I don't know. It just runs like garbage. So I went by where he worked, and I'm looking at it, and it had that plastic power pipe thing. I guess it's a UPR. And I looked at the fender well. I said, dude, this thing doesn't have a mass air. It's still speed density. And he's like, what? I said, yeah, as soon as it starts making some boost, no wonder it goes crazy. I mean, the computer's freaking out. He sold the blower, and which ironically, he sold that blower for the same amount that I paid for that one. I think he sold it for $750. I paid $750 for this one, and this one was 10 rib, and it came with a mass air. It came with injectors, so I feel like I got a pretty good deal. Really, what got me thinking about it was the other night, the oil leak thing. I'm sitting there looking, I saw the plug, and I'm like, man, I should put the Vortec on this thing just for the heck of it. It had a Vortec. That is irrelevant. But the other thing is that I'm gonna be off work for a couple of weeks, So Pirates in town. It's a perfect storm. The weather's decent. It's a perfect storm of events that if we do blow it up, break transmission, blow the motor up, whatever, it's not a huge thing. I can get it to Pirate's house or get it home, and then I've got a few weeks to fix whatever. So it's not like it's the end of the world. I'm like, oh God, I got to go to work the next day, and you know, I got to figure out what I'm going to drive because I daily this car. That's a little history. I wanted to tell you guys that this car actually had a vortex on it at one point in time. If anyone knew or didn't know that, now you do. We also brought another breather valve cover, so we'll have dual breather valve covers on here. We're going to have to kind of get creative with the vacuum line stuff, but it's kind of a temporary thing and see how things go, see if we like it and see if it's something we want to stay with on this car and kind of move forward with, or what. You know, it may not work out. Start getting the crank pulley off and stuff like that. Then we're going to take the nose off because we're going to cut this stuff out because that tubing is such a pain in the butt. I just need the extra room. So it's starting to look like something now. You guys don't know how happy it makes me to see one of these cars going under the knife. I like to say, brains. Brains like, I guess, well, I actually got the fail TD before. If you go by ownership, silver car I've owned the longest, technically speaking. Dragon was next, and then fail TD, and then this car. I think, I'm trying to remember exactly when I bought this car. It might have been in the fall of 2000 and dang, I grabbed the wrong. The fall of 2010. I think that might be right. No, it might have been the beginning of 2011. Anyway, whatever. So he's been around a while. Also, Brain is pretty sure number 3 on the passes made list. Maybe I'll add that into a video, like just to be accurate, because I think I've made I don't know, 600 and something passes in Dragon, and then it's number 1, and then I think Silver Car's number 2, pretty sure it is, and then I'm pretty sure this is number 3, and then fail TD's number 4, I think, and then after that it gets kind of muddy. So I think maybe Trojan or Pro Stock, I don't know. Anyway, look at the progress we have already made, man. All right, start trimming this out, get that out of the way. Now that we have created a serious safety / cut hazard right here, I feel that is a successful job. Now we got plenty of room to run all our crap and put crap here and then crap everywhere. So again, safety first, kids. Have my face shield on, and like I say, we're gonna Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna draw some flesh off me. Whew. Yikes. We're not gonna go crazy, drilling holes and all this other stuff. I'm just keeping it real. Damn. I mean, golly gee whiz. I don't think I've ever had the front end off this car. Not the whole nose. I mean, I've had the nose piece off because I took the bumper off. But I've never had the fenders off, I don't think. I don't remember doing it. Anyway, I guess we can put the blower pulley on. We got the crank pulley bolted on. We also swapped injectors to our 42s. So we also need to go, while we got it like this, we can go ahead and change the plugs. We got a brand new set of 103s to put in it. So go ahead and knock that out. All right, we hacked this section of frame rail out and we did an ugly job on it. We didn't have any reciprocating saw blades, which usually makes the job a little easier, especially at this end, so we don't, you know, get in the header or the fuel lines, but we got it hacked out. That's really to make room for the meth kit, to kind of put it farther in where it's not near the blow or anything like that. So that's really the reason why I did that, not just for the 6 or 7 pounds that it cost or weight or saved, but whatever. So now I think we can start looking at putting the blower on. We can also put our plug in or drain back. So let me get a drink real quick. And it's hot. I mean, it's warm. What the crap's going on? Got our drain plug in. You can see it right there. We also put a valve cover on with another breather. I know it's black. That one's silver. This is all sort of temporary because I feel like, you know, I'm on the show. We're going to lose the shop if we don't get the car ready, yada, yada, yada. So we've got to have this thing running by this afternoon, and so we can drive it and test it a little bit, just to know. I mean, we may not have a boost gauge. Yeah, none of these need to be like tapped, so I mean, I'm gonna have to tee into the fuel pressure line to run the Mr. Freeze and the blow-off valve or the bypass valve. I'm gonna have to do that, so maybe I'll be able to put something for a boost gauge. I don't know. It's not. We know that it's not gonna make. It's not gonna like overboost. It's not gonna make like 15 or 16 pounds. We know it made what, 12 pounds on the other engine, and since this one's got ported heads, and I don't know, maybe it'd make a little bit less. I don't know. Boost is just a measure of restriction anyway, so the less restrictive it is, the less boost it's gonna make. So maybe it'll actually be a little lower. So no biggie. If we don't have a boost gauge, we'll be fine. So let's let's keep on keeping on. We got new plugs in, of course, so boom. All right, we gotta swap our alternator. I gotta be honest with you guys, Teresa hurt my feelings this morning. She told me, she basically alluded to the fact that I was a slob. Now, hold the phone. I'm not a slob in the house. But I have this one spot on the kitchen counter that's my catch-all for car keys, wallet, receipts, hats, just stuff. And it grows exponentially and shrinks as she gets onto me to clean it up. Now, clothes go in the hamper, stuff goes in the trash. I don't throw, you know, I even halfway make the bed whenever she's not there. So out here, completely different story. This is my area. It looks like a freaking bomb out. But in the house, I keep, you know. But she basically alluded to the fact that my spot had gotten out of control. And when I said, like, and she just, I don't know, it hurt my feelings. She basically treated me like I was one of the dogs. She said she was clean. She said, "You're tracking dirt in the house. I washed my hands. You made a mess." She goes, "Why'd you make a mess right where I cleaned?" So I got my shirt and started wiping it off, and then she started wiping behind me. Now, how am I supposed to take that? That's bullshit. Anyway, we got to swap this alternator around, and, you know, so we can have an alternator. I mean, we could run this, but I don't want to test it. My first test of this one wire I mean, even though it's from Speedway, probably still made in China or Taiwan, you know, just because their name's on it don't mean nothing. I don't want my first test of it to be going to Atmore. I'd prefer to put something I know works on, and then we can revisit this, or we'll use it on the Gold Nugget and when we put it in the silver car. So I hope everyone is okay with our plan. Honestly, I don't care because it's my cars, but at the same time, you know, some people, you know, whatever. If you guys are happy, I'm happy, I think. Got it bracketed in. Now we can try and figure out our alternator deal, and we can hook the drain up, and you know, then we gotta fit the radiator back in it and get all this stuff fitted in here somehow, and see where we're at. Oh boy, I hope it runs good. I hope it don't. I hope I get a couple good passes. That's all I really want, was get a couple good passes and end the season like that. Okay, we got alternator belt. We went and got one from the store, but it was too long. You're kind of guessing anyway. We just used a little piece of metal for an extension, and we're good. So we got all that done. We got to get the oil line, and we got to start hooking stuff up. Like I say, we're, you know, we're under the gun trying to get this done. So anyway, good news is I get to take the belt back, get my money back. Like I said, the drain's tight, got the belt on. We still got a little bit of room if we want to try and tighten it up, but we'll check it after we run it. Dang. All right, now we can start putting the intake tubing garbage on, and then squeeze the radiator in here, and we got to throw a nose on it, and we'll be ready to try a test drive. We did not, I don't know where it is, didn't have a T-clamp that would get me there, so we'll have to look around some more or find one. Got everything else, got the Mr. Freeze mounted. Now we really just got to get like the radiator in, get all the plugs and plug wires back in it, and route the vacuum lines and stuff for the Mr. Freeze. And we got, we're going to swap doors, and we'll put a nose piece on it. We may have to test drive it in the morning. I don't know. We'll see how it ends up. We don't have the radiator in, but I just want to start it up, see what happens. It'll start. We did swap the computer to the one that was in the silver car with the chip that David did and everything. So since we're already at 10 degrees base, we don't got to touch any of that. Man, I'm wore out. I'm getting too old for this stuff. All right, so it runs. Now we just got to get the alternator in it, get the nose on it, or swap the doors, get the nose on it. I just don't think we're going to be able to test drive it tonight. I don't, you know. But these are things I wanted to get done to take it to the track. If something happened tonight, it's not like I'd have it fixed for tomorrow. I'd just be like, I tried. We got it swapped over, and we got the trans and the gear. It's been a solid 2 days of work. And like I say, now we're gonna do the doors, and then I'll get Teresa to help me throw the nose piece on, and then I'll get the radiator in it. Phew. 33.2. 58.2. Door on, door on. So this one was 57.9, or the factory one was 57.9. This one weighed in at 31 something. I don't know why it's a little lighter than the other one. Maybe I put in more work on it, I don't know. So we're just gonna call it 50 pounds for the doors. We'll take it. We got offset hanging that junk off the front of it. So we need all the help we can get. Now I guess we're gonna try and put the rad in. Holy hell, that was fun. We've got pretty good room between the fan. We got room there. We had to chop up a flex. This thing did not fit at all. I mean, it wasn't even close. I'm like, what is going on? Of course, could be something to do. This car got hit in the front when it was out chasing bad guys. I assume it was chasing bad guys when it got hit. But so the core support's probably all wonked out. I sledged it a little bit, but I eventually I just had to start trimming and cutting a little bit here and there just to get it, you know, where we could clear the fan and clear the hose. So we got solid motor mounts and stuff, and we got our brace on the blower, so I'm not worried about anything moving. And we got the rad, I mean, it's zip tied in, but it ain't going nowhere. And if it does, God bless it. So it worked for it. We're just out of daylight, and I am freaking beat down. Oh God. Whew, I'm tired and hungry, ready to eat. So we're gonna come out in the morning. We're gonna throw the nose on it. We're gonna get our intake tubing kind of squared away, and then we'll take it for a quick test drive, and then we're gonna load this bad boy up, and we're gonna take Brain to the track, and we're fixing to PB this son of a gun. We're gonna get our overall PB. That's 652 from the FLTD. We're fixing to drop it. We got some in the mail. It's from a sub. We also got, don't mind that light switch over there. We also got
sorry,
Snoop on the stoop, and a Viking, and a bird. Hold on, let me get the angle just right. There we go. Can't even see it now.
That was funny.
What do you got there, killer?
You said there was a note inside of it.
I think there is.
It's inside.
Yeah.
All this says is
That's not the note.
Dana's favorites. Okay.
Yeah.
They did a quality check.
Great. That means they taste tested them all. Pull everyone else got a bite. We got a bite taken out of it. Damn, what are you doing?
It says cookies.com. I don't know. I'm trying to get it out without it falling apart.
We ain't sending it back.
No.
There we go.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Look,
wow.
they want you to buy stuff.
Where's the note? The card?
Oh, no.
There's a card. Is it in there?
Cookies.com.
Is it in there?
Nope.
Well, I don't know where the note is. Say it on the box? Let me see that. Let me look at it. Let me hold it real quick.
Just don't show anybody our address.
Yeah, don't say that. It's I don't know. So they see this on us. It's got a, this isn't really a note. There's like a thing, a thank you thing. Cookies.com for best results.
Well, at least he
The
said,
best damn cookies ever, and they sent us a catalog.
Well, at least you know who it's from.
Yes, I do know who it's from. So there's no note?
No.
Dang it. He said
Unless it's underneath
he
somewhere.
said there would be a note. What is it? What is all that stuff?
It's cookies.
God,
Oh
damn
my
cookies.
God, they're thick. Like, holy moly.
We got a note from the company that said thank you from our life.
It's your favorite.
This is, what is that? Is that an oatmeal raisin?
Yes, it is.
Dang it, I don't like those.
I will eat. Is there a sugar cookie?
I don't.
Which Lauren will eat because she likes sugar
Chris, these are from Chris. Thank you, Chris. We spent 2 minutes doing this.
There's a chocolate peanut butter. There's two of each of these. Which
They
I'm
look
sure
thick.
you will eat. Brown butter sea salt. Ooh.
Oh, damn, I'll eat that. I even eat a raisin
And chocolate
oatmeal.
caramel. Ooh.
I'm not a huge fan of raisins.
Lauren
Chris,
and I will eat these.
I gotta get that light switch out of
Do what?
there. I gotta get a light switch out of the shot.
Well, it's only been like that for a year now. Okay. it's from
I don't do
cookies.com.
electricity. I don't do electricity. Chris, thank you. This.
Yes,
Let me look at this.
they
Let me
look
hold
really
it.
good.
Let me hold
They
it.
look like the top of a.
Oh damn! That.
Yeah.
I'm having one. Look at my hands. This is. Teresa goes, you should be in the. I'm like, I've been busy.
You should turn around and look at yourself. Ah,
Snoop!
Yeah.
Snoop, he's on that weed now. That chronic done got him knocked up. Knocked up. knocked down. Damn it. I'm tired and I'm hungry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Poor Snoop. Poor Snoop. Yeah, poor Snoop, millionaire. Poor guy.
Well, this Snoop
Not
is a
our
millionaire.
Snoop.
He's
He
poor.
got the news. Our Snoop's poor. All right, we got to go.
Yeah.
Chris, thanks.
Thank
you just
you.
completely flubbed this opening.
Yes,
this opening this
terrible.
box. So we did a terrible job.
Okay.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Got the nose bolted on. We had to chop up another hose. The flex was leaking. Got water going in it. We're actually probably supposed to be leaving the house right now, 11 o'clock. So we're running behind, but we're going to go on a quick test drive. We're not going to really rip on it because we got a mix of 87 and 89 in it. But we've got, we probably got almost enough gas to get us where we can just about run it out, and then we'll fill it up with super. The fan's tight. So as long as nothing moves, I think we'll be okay. Test drive went okay, I guess. It doesn't run the greatest kind of a deal, but it is what it is. 42s are rough on low speed and stuff like that. But I think it runs enough. We can take it up there. We'll take it up there and give it a try. No idea what it's going to run. As long as if we can run faster than 652 and drive it home, I'm going to call that a win. I may be shooting low, but we just threw this thing together and drove it, shot how far we drove. We ain't got on nothing, just a little bit. So who knows? Anyway, thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all the ways you guys support the channel. Couldn't do it without you, wouldn't want to, but especially thanks for watching. And until next time on the Substandard Leader and Fox Body videos on this here man's YouTube. 1 year, high-rise intake, stick shift, push rod 5.0, Lincoln Town Cars 4 drag vans, proud owner, proprietor, participant, bartender, masseuse, pot scrubber, Club Big Boost. And as always, fight the good fight against some zombie Mustangs and that rascal Dr. Fear. Pray for us today. We might need the help.